Hi guys, Ian Johnson from DriveSuccess.com. Today I want to talk to you guys about appointment setting when it comes to business sales. And what I want to do today is I want to protect your salespeople from getting shut out when they go down to see a customer. Now these are some really good tools that you should use when it comes to visiting customers in another state or another country. Anytime you have to travel a great distance in terms of covering the cost of the flight, the cost of rental cars, the cost of hotel, anytime you get into that kind of business travel, you really got to do everything you can to make sure that you're not shut out, okay? And what we're going to do today is we're just going to basically talk about a couple of tricks that you can use in order to make sure that when your salespeople go down, they've done everything in their power to make sure that they're not going to go down there and get shut out and not be able to see somebody, okay? So the first thing you want to do is you want to do the confirmation, but you got to do it properly, okay? And when we talk about the confirmation for the visit, I want you to confirm the topic, in terms of the confirmation, what are we coming down to talk about? Are you talking about a proposal, or are you talking about options to help your customer reduce costs, or whatever it is? I want you to confirm the topic and the time. Now this is pretty self-explanatory. I mean, obviously, in order to set up a time to go see a customer, you got to be able to agree upon a time. But I really want your customer to understand what's involved in the travel, because it's natural for individuals to kind of take things for granted. So the way you go about doing the confirmation is you literally have to define the travel itself. You don't have to go through the cost of the flight, the cost of the hotel, and the cost of the rental car, but you just need to define that. So a good idea is to say something along the lines of, listen, Mr. Customer, I'm flying out on Sunday. If you're taking two flights, say I'm flying to wherever and then I'm taking another flight, and then I'm going to get my rental car and I'm going to drive by your facility on Monday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, and they're going to confirm. They're going to be able to say, yes, I'll be available. Now, what you want them to do is not only do you want them to confirm it, but you want to have an email afterwards. You literally want them to kind of confirm through an email that they'll be available. But before you get to that email, what I want you to focus on is to have your customer provide you with what amounts to the backup plan. Okay. Now, the backup plan is basically a confirmation of what should happen should your main contact not be available. And this is how you're going to put it. Okay, you're going to say, listen, I'm excited about seeing you on Monday, March 25th at 2 p.m. and I know you have every intention of meeting with me. But we also know that things happen. There's schedule, and there's emergencies. You might get sick that day, or you might be called away. You might have something might happen. And I know you've agreed to meet with me, but if for some reason you're not available, who do I meet with? Okay. So if you're not available, who can I meet with? Okay? Now, when you position it like that with your customer, 9 times out of 10 they're going to say, listen, I have every intention of seeing you, but if there's something that happens and I'm not available, you want to meet with John or Steve. And what you do is you immediately write down that individual's name, okay? So capture the name. Get the email address for that individual. What you're doing is you're kind of building your network of contacts. So when your customer says, yeah, I'm going to meet with you, and you say, listen, I totally believe you're going to meet with me, but just in case something happens and you get called away, and we know these things happen, if that happens, is there someone else I can meet with you? And you can even go as far as saying, because there's a lot of cost in terms of coming all the way down and something like this, and I really want to make sure that I'm not coming down there and getting shut out because of something that happens that you and I aren't aware of. 9 times out of 10, they're going to have no problem giving you another name. You're going to capture that name, you're going to ask them for their email address, and then when you send your email confirmation, you're going to say, Mr. Customer, I'm going to send you an email confirming the time and when we're going to meet. I'm going to reiterate the topic and the time and everything else and what we're covering, and I'm going to copy these individuals, and can you please let them know that if you're not available, they need to take care of or see me. Okay, that's how you build up your list of contacts. Okay, now the third thing I want you to do is to focus on preparation in terms of how you go about making sure that you're not shut out. Okay, not only do you have to cover the topic, the time, the quote, and everything else, but I really want you to focus on making sure that you're there on time. Okay, I actually traveled with the president of a company once who didn't do this didn't do any of this. He tried to confirm his appointments by email. And we spent 2 days on site and we didn't meet a single decision maker that could help us grow the business. We met one person in particular that just managed this terminal, okay? But at the end of the day, we didn't meet anybody that could help us grow our business. And that's because this individual did everything by email. He didn't have a backup plan. He didn't develop his list of contacts. So you really got to understand that. And I don't want you guys leaving at the last minute and showing up at your customer's facility and being late. So make sure that you're prepared for the meeting, not only in terms of what you're going to discuss in the time, but also in terms of your list of contacts. And the ultimate goal, okay, is for your customer to set up the appointments for you. Now, when I used to work, years ago, I used to work in Satcom and wireless, and I developed my relationships, and they were so strong with my customers that the head of engineering actually provided me with a schedule and copied every single individual in the department with a schedule of who I was going to meet over a 2-day period. It doesn't happen overnight, but eventually you want that to happen, because in that case, when you've got a decision maker scheduling your visit for you, then all the people that report to that decision maker better show up and meet with you. So that's it. When it comes to appointment setting, get the confirmation, confirm by email, have the customer reply to your email. That's a good one. Reply to the email. Okay, have a backup plan. If you're not available, Mr. Customer, who can I meet? And explain to them. You just don't want to come down and get shut out. If you do all these things and you still get shut out, it won't be for a lack of effort. You've done everything you can to make sure that you're meeting with the right people. So that's it. Business to business sales, appointment setting. Ian Johnson, driversuccess.com. Bye-bye.